Tonight we take a look at a performance by the Kansas City Symphony, Get the Red Out 2014, and a place in Warrensburg to see some live music.
All this and more next on UMag.
Hello and welcome to UMag, a show by the students of the University of Central Missouri in Warrensburg. I'm Renandis Johnson.
And I'm Katie Bailey. Thanks for joining us.
Let's begin tonight by taking a look at Campus Feed to see what's been going on so far this semester.
Every year to kick off the fall season, both students and residents of Warrensburg alike gather together here on Holden Street to celebrate Get the Red Out, a day filled with friendships, free giveaways, and mule spirit abiding everywhere you go.
My favorite part of this event is just like seeing everybody here and like with their red out and just really showing the school spirit.
Get the Red Out is something that's always been special to me. This is like my favorite time of year. I've attended every event since I was a freshman here. I'm a junior now. It's just really crazy right now. We have lots of people. There's always more each year.
This is like my second or third time I've been to Get the Red Out, and I've had a pretty fun time. My sister bought me some cotton candy.
Usually we do like the basketball hoop each year, and I missed my first shot, and but other than that, no, I was expecting Domino's to be here. They were here last year, but there's definitely more venues here than last time, but I'm enjoying it so far.
People were giving away free flowers. There was some vanilla smoothie made from like powdered peanut butter. It was interesting.
I have seen the free throw and get a water bottle. That's a pretty cool event that's going on right now. They also have some cool events going down up the street. Paint your hair red. I did the face paint myself, so there's no stand for that, but yeah, no, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Well, as far as football, I'm looking forward to that. From St. Louis, I support the Rams, but also support the Mules. Even though the Rams aren't doing well this year, I'm hoping the Mules will do better than them. We'll see later tonight if that holds up.
The first game is the best because the whole campus kind of comes together as one.
Football season is the best season to like have fun at UCM.
Like when it's the first UCM football game, I feel pretty excited.
Everyone's in a good mood on game days, and teachers are kind of a little bit more lenient, whether they say it or not. And just like everyone's all spirited, and I like to get all decked out for the game.
I'm also looking forward to volleyball. Volleyball, they've always been pretty good, and I know many of them personally, so I'm looking forward to the volleyball season to, hopefully we can get a couple of championships.
I chose red because of the small class sizes, but the university setting, so it's a little bit of both worlds. I get that attention I need from the teacher, and then I also get, a good university experience.
I chose red because I really wanted to do photography. It was close to the same size as near my hometown, so it was perfect. I came here and I loved it.
UCM is just a place to be. I'm sorry, it's my home.
So as you can see, Get the Red Out 2014 has been widely successful, and the numbers that people that come, it's been increasing year after year, and the people that support their mules and their local businesses here in Warrensburg. With that, I'm going to pass it off to Ro, who has some information on President Ambrose's State of the Union address. This is Sean East, signing off for UMag.
Thanks, Sean. I'm Renandis Johnson here at the Highlander Theater, where Dr. Chuck Ambrose is about to make the State of the University address. Let's take a look. Students, staff, and faculty members of the UCM community gathered last week as the president delivered his annual State of the University address. In it, he highlighted some of the major motivations behind the UCM curriculum.
Really, the strong points of our beginning of an academic year is kind of build on where we've come from and all the hard work, the very best of what is the University of Central Missouri, which is a clear focus on students and their success.
To further emphasize that commitment to students, Dr. Ambrose decided to share the stage with 3 special UCM students, whom he felt embodied his example of success.
I've been fortunate to know Joshua and Kayla and Brian. Actually, it was a summer meeting with the interns down at Worldwide Technology where Dave Stewart, our UCM alum, is CEO and founder. He helped enable UCM students to have a living and learning experience that included an internship. And those Stewart scholars, which Kayla was one of them, all very impressive, made such an energizing kind of sense of where we are as an institution. I decided that it was a lot better hearing from them than listening to my voice, and so they did an outstanding job, and I'm very appreciative of them.
The president then shifted to the challenges the university faces, touching on the financial obstacles that have taken place over the last decade.
This campus has been incredible stewards of its resources. It's not like we can charge students more tuition to generate more dollars. There's a little uncertainty in state funding about whether you'll receive any more dollars, but yet our costs continue to go up. We have access to some new tools to consider the strengths of the university, utilize them in new ways, and continue to be very productive in a world that's challenging enough to say if you're not productive, you're going to be going backwards. Instead of thinking about what we have to cut and how much we have to charge, we like to think about how much more we can do and how much better service we can provide and how students are more successful. I think it's much better to look ahead than think backwards.
Dr. Chuck Ambrose addressing many of the issues involving UCM and offering solutions like the new strategic resource model. Speaking of resources, let's check out Pratyush as he has more on the resource fair.
Thank you, Ro. It's really inspiring to see how UCM is growing and developing in various ways. With that in mind, I'd like to highlight some of the things that I've learned at the resource fair that may help you in your semester here at UCM.
The resource fair that we're having today is about bringing all the different services on campus that we offer to our students into one location for students to come. The idea behind it was a lot of departments have open houses throughout the year, so instead of them having them at all different times, it's just bringing them all together.
It's a showcase of all the different resources that we have on campus, and it starts with the departments that we have on campus and kind of moves from there to just what students might not know about, and really just giving students the chance to learn what there is for them and really take full advantage.
We decided to do it in the library because we wanted to showcase the different services the library had to offer, and it was easier to bring everybody to the library than it was to take all those services out of the library and put someplace else. Today we have 16 different offices that are represented, including the Writing Center, the Success Center, student activities, there's the child cares here, the MAPS office, VSAP, career services, which are all here to provide services for our students to help them succeed through college.
And student activities involves a lot of different things. It's different organizations you can be involved in, to the Student Recreation and Wellness Center, there's intramurals, or just in general like getting to work out. There's also the Gateway Center and Career Services for working on resumes, working on getting jobs.
It helps them by providing the services, so for example, if they need help with their English papers, they can go to the Writing Center, the Success Center with the tutoring, so it's the services that help them be successful and get through college. Library services that is being offered today is on the reference desk, which is on the second floor, but they also have like a movie kiosk and other different services, but their reference desk is what is being showcased today.
Thank you for joining us today on our first episode of UMag. We hope to see you again next week as we uncover more exciting events here at UCM. Reporting for UMag, this is Pratyush signing off.
Hello everybody, I'm Hernandez Johnson here, one of the new hosts of UMag. I gotta tell you, I'm really happy that you've tuned in tonight. We've got a whole new show for you and a brand new revamp, and we're very excited to share it with you tonight. Coming up a little later, I'll tell you how you, that's right, you, can get directly involved in the program. But for now though, back to the show.
Always be aware of your surroundings when you're on campus. Pay attention to people around you and vehicles around you. If you're walking or running on campus, try not to use both headphones if you're listening to music. Just try to use only one, so that way you can still hear vehicles or people approaching around you, because you still want to be aware of your surroundings and you want to know if somebody's coming up behind you.
Lots of stuff going on around campus to kickstart this new year. Be sure to utilize all the resources around UCM to help you with your studies and keep the good grades.
Now let's go on to our Greek life segment to get a little insight on what the fraternities and sororities are up to.
I'm Katie Bailey, and I'm here at the fields off DD Highway, where sororities Alpha Omicron Pi and Alpha Sigma Alpha are playing their very first flag football game of the season. Let's take a look.
Intramurals starts at the beginning of the school year at UCM. They are offered for any student to join or to create their own team. There are many different sports that you can play recreationally. Spencer Thomas, a member of Greek Life at UCM, tells me more about what sports Greek Life offers.
There's a lot of intramural events open to Greek Life, like softball. I know there's kickball, indoor and outdoor soccer, basketball. I mean, the list goes on for days. There's every event that you could want to do is available. It doesn't really matter what sport. We always like to be competitive in what we do. It brings Greek Life together as a whole. We get to meet everybody from different fraternities and sororities, actually, because we go out to each other's games. It just helps us get to know each other better.
Greek Life get involved with intramurals so they can mingle with other chapters, other organizations mainly, so that they can get to know each individual member, and just for the competitive fun spirit that it has with each sport. So I think just to root on your chapter also is a lot of fun.
Greek Life gets involved with intramurals because, one, it brings us closer together as a fraternity or like a bond. It helps us work together.
I would say intramurals bring Greek Life together as a whole throughout the spirit and the camaraderie of the sportsmanship that each organization has. We're very open and we have a lot of fun. So even though we're playing against each other, it's a lot of fun and people like to show their spirit and cheer on each other throughout the games.
Intramurals is a great way to get involved on campus and to meet other students. For more information on intramurals, visit our Student Recreation and Wellness Center. Reporting from KMOS TV, I'm Katie Bailey.
Hello again, everybody. Rodandus Johnson here for UMag. Now, early in the program, I told you a way you could get involved in the program. And it's easy. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter at UCM_UMag, or just use the hashtag UMag. So tweet us sometime. And who knows, maybe your tweet could end up on the next episode. For now, though, back to the show. Intramurals is one of the many ways to help bring camaraderie amongst the fraternities and sororities.
In other news, the Foster English Award was recently awarded to Kelly Walden Kramer, Assistant Director of University Relations for Marketing and Promotion. Kramer won the award for Outstanding Achievement and Service in Public Relations. The award was created for university's public relations staff in 2000 to honor achievement and service.
UCM and GoJet Airlines have partnered together to guarantee the continued success of UCM aviation students with the signing of Memorandum of Understanding by UCM Provost and Chief Learning Officer Deborah Curtis and GoJet Director of Operations Stephen Brenner. Under the terms of the new agreement between GoJet and UCM, aviation students are qualified to enter the Joint Professional Pilot Program as a sophomore. Upon degree completion, UCM Aviation graduates who have completed requirements and obtained recommendations from UCM Aviation faculty will be guaranteed an interview for conditional employment with GoJet.
The Central Missouri Police Academy at UCM is offering post-approved courses for officers in need of their certification renewal. All officers in Missouri must complete current education requirements before the end of December in order to maintain licensing. Courses are offered on various dates September through December in Clinton, Sedalia, Lee Summit, or Warrensburg.
With campus enrollment continuing to grow, parking availability has become a growing issue among students. Parking is in the highest demand around 10 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. Students who have classes at these times are recommended to plan ahead and give themselves extra time to find a space. UCM has identified locations to increase parking on the west side of campus. Around 200 spaces will be available by next fall. UCM will continue to monitor parking and look for opportunities to open more spaces when funding is available.
Now we'll go to Miss Vivian Richardson with our Did You Know segment to find out a neat fact about UCM.
Did you know that the first football game was held on the campus here in 1894? This was a time when spectator sports was becoming very popular, and especially at universities and colleges. The first team was coached by Max A. Bear, an 1888 alumni of the university. He decided that the university in town needed a football team. So he invited students from the university to join the team.
Thanks, Vivian. Next, let's see what student producer Shane Suter attended this week in our Performing Arts segment.
Hello, I'm Shane Suter with your inside look to the performing arts here at UCM. I had the opportunity to see Love, Lost and Found, an evening of chamber music in Hart Recital Hall, sponsored by the Department of Music in the Performing Arts Series, which featured some of our faculty with members of the Kansas City Symphony.
Oh, I'm really excited about tonight in Hart Recital Hall because the KC Symphony members are coming tonight to perform for us. They're doing some chamber music, which is smaller ensemble type stuff. And what I'm also looking forward to is they're going to be playing Mozart, Dvorak, Chaucer, just all classic composers. We're going to be hearing some really good pieces tonight.
I play the cello, which is the largest of the, not the very largest of the violin family, but one of the larger instruments in the violin family. And I play with the Kansas City Symphony, and I'm here for the concert in Warrensburg.
This concert is a favorite project of mine. I love to play with other musicians and singers. I happen to have wonderful colleagues, Dr. Stella Roden and Dr. Tian Tian. We thought for this year it might be kind of fun if we brought some other friends with us and spread the wealth around. And I said, let's get together and make a program of some of our favorite things and bring friends to play here at UCM so that my students can get a taste of what it's like to hear professional musicians, not just the faculty that they know, but professionals from outside our university. And also that my friends from the symphony can have a chamber music experience with us.
Now let's go to the other end of campus to the Black Box Theater located in Nickerson Hall, where I had the opportunity to see the student-directed one-act plays sponsored by the Department of Theater and Dance.
I really like to do directing because you really see the process and the collaboration, and it's such a joy to see your actors go from point A to point B, which is the performance, and just see how much they grow. The first show is Strawberry Envy by Kitty Johnson, and it's about a girl named Emily, and it's a fantasy show, so there's a man in white who is actually her fantasy. It's very sensual, it's very fun, it's very flirty, and she's flirting with a strawberry farmer, Craig, and it's kind of like their story and her story, and then the man in white wants attention as well. It's a very cat and mouse show. It's very fun. And then my show is Speak Now, and it's about Casey, who is a bride, and Harold, who is her best friend, who's flown in for the wedding. And Casey's not so sure, so she escapes to the top floor of a building because she loves heights. And Harold finds her and removes the shoe, and now they're locked up on top of the 7th-story building while her wedding is going on. And then the third and final show is Tone Clusters by Joyce Carol Oates, and it's an interrogation session with the parents of a murderer.
Reporting for UMag, this is Shane Suter signing out.
Hello again, everybody. Renandis Johnson here for UMag. Now, earlier we discussed ways to where you could get involved in the program by following our Twitter handle at UCM_UMag. Be sure to join us next time as we cover Bergfest, an event that brings the entire Warrensburg community together. Now, back to the show.
For our last story of the evening, we'll go to Paul Joyner to see our local buzz around the community of Warrensburg.
Hi, I'm Paul Joyner. This week on Local Buzz, we take a visit to a local bar/music venue that offers a unique experience for its patrons. Let's take a look.
He doesn't like stupid.
We've been open bringing live entertainment to downtown Warrensburg for going on 7 years now, and that's pretty much the history right now. Still writing it. We have live music every Friday and Saturday night. We've been trying to book more shows during the week. We have our open jam every Wednesday night, so periodically throughout the week, but definitely every Friday and Saturday, and then the open jam on Wednesday. The open jam, we have a house band that comes in. They're pretty much all from campus. Tony Schaefer's the main head of the open jam, And then we just get kind of random professors from the college to come through and jam with him as well. They set up and we have a sign-up list. If you want to get up and play with them, you can get up and do some songs with them. If you want to do some stuff solo, that's fine. We've had comedians come in and do things. We've had some rappers come in and rap for us. So it's a pretty eclectic mix and we're pretty happy with it. Karaoke's every Tuesday night, Rockstar Karaoke with Alexis. It's been a pretty good time. We've been picking up pretty well with it. A lot of good response from the community. So yeah, it's always a good time. We offer made from scratch pizza pretty much 6 nights a week. We've been doing more food options during the week, pulled pork sandwiches, stuff like that. So we're trying to branch out more with the food.
The Bay attracts bands, not only from the Warrensburg and KC area, but also from all over the states, as well as other countries.
What makes us unique is we're the only live music venue in town right now that's full-time live music throughout the year. Warrensburg's always been known for live music, but a lot of those old bars that used to host bands or any kind of entertainment have kind of fallen off. So we're the last ones really standing. So that's really what makes us stand out on the street, so to speak. If bands want to contact us, the best way to do that is through the website online, thebaywarrensburg.com. Ask for either me, Ben, or Jay, and we can definitely get you set up. We're interested in all kinds of different music, so we hardly turn anybody down.
For University Magazine, I'm Paul Joyner. Thanks for tuning in to Local Buzz.
Be sure to check out the Bay on the weekends to catch some live music from local musicians.
Finally, here are a few upcoming events that will be going on around UCM.
Wow, it looks like UCM is having a lot of upcoming events at the end of September. It looks
Definitely.
Really fun. Sunday the 28th, an inaugural Kids Fair is happening 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
That's in the quad, so you'll definitely want to be there for that event.
It's going to be a blast. A lot of kids from Johnson County showing up. Tuesday the 30th, Freshman Connection at 8 p.m. in Union Rooms 304 and 306. Many freshmen should show up. It's a great way to get to know our campus and get to know one another.
It's a great way to get connected, too, and learn what's going on, so that's a good day event.
Tuesday the 30th, intramural sports, disc golf, indoor volleyball, and indoor soccer. All those registrations due at 11 p.m. in the rec.
It's going to be a busy day over there in the rec center. Now in October on the 2nd, we've got the Blacklight Arcade. That's happening from 1 to 5 in the Union. That's Union Room 240. Definitely sounds like a lot of fun.
Definitely
sounds like a lot of fun.
Very cool event.
And then the next day, Friday the 3rd, the homecoming parade registration is due on that day. So if you're registering for a parade, want to jot that date down. That's 5 p.m. You've got that whole day to do that. Saturday the 4th, the Freshman Connection again. If you missed the one in September, you can go to it again in October. On Tuesday the 7th, they'll be decorating the spirit windows again. That'll be at 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. in the Union again.
Always a fun time decorating the spirit windows. A great way to show school pride.
And school spirit. You learn a lot looking at those windows too.
Great time.
And then finally, on Wednesday the 8th, we've got the Wedding Singer. That is opening at the Highlander Theater. That'll be there for, I believe, the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
So if you miss it this weekend, you can definitely catch it the next weekend. But it opens Wednesday the 8th at 7:30. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's episode. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and on Twitter for a more in-depth look on our student producers and web exclusives. I'm Renandis Johnson.
And I'm Katie Bailey. Tune in next week as we have another exciting episode of UMag. From all of us at KMUS TV, good night.